Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Planescape Torment. In the last episode, we finally got Fall from Grace to join us. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at her. She's a priest, succubus female. Strength 13, intelligence and wisdom 16. Actually, dexterity and constitution are also 16. Charisma 19. She is lawful neutral. Wow. She has really fallen from grace. Only thing worse for a Tanari to, well, according to other Tanari at least, would be for her to be lawful good. She is a member of the Society of Sensation. Know the universe by experiencing it fully. The senses form the path of truth, for the multiverse doesn't exist beyond what can be sensed. My past is not a long one, at least by Tanari standards. I do not know if you are familiar with the Tanari, but we are a race of the Abyss, a staggering series of planes filled with chaos and evil hearts. I am a Tanari, a fiend, a succubus. I grew up upon the first plane of the Abyss. I don't think... The first plane of the Abyss is, the plane of infinite portals. I was pretty sure that was considered no man's land, essentially. My mother was a succubus herself, as I'm sure you are aware. Succubi tempt mortals to bring their souls to the abyss. My mother was one of the finest, seducing countless mortal men to their eternal damnation. She now dwells in the abyss, selling her children into slavery. She sold me to the Beta Zoo. Wow. That would probably get her killed by other Tanari. The blood enemies of the Tanari. I think she rather expected that they would kill me, despite her knowledge of other subjects. She knows little of their culture and the delight they take in tormenting others. Fortunately, the Beta Zoo are a proud species. They thought a Tanari could best serve them at anything was something... the thought a Tanari could best them at anything was something tolerable to them. So I challenged one of the proudest of the pit fiends to a contest of improvisation, and it was here that my Tanari heart allowed me to win the day. The Tanari are chaotic creatures, wild and unpredictable. The Beta Zoo are more cunning fiends, with ordinary hearts. They understand improvisation, but they are not among its best practitioners, and thus I won my freedom. That, seems like that challenge would have been a double-edged sword with a pit fiend, but okay. That was a very long time ago. I left the lower planes for Sigil. I encountered the Society of Sensation, and my experiences upon the Beta Zoo instilled in me a desire to learn more of the multiverse. Why? I believe there is truth in the multiverse. Even if that truth is that there is no truth at all. I believe that the planes are meant to be experienced, and the more one experiences in traveling, in joy, in pain, in merriment, or in suffering, the more the multiverse reveals itself to you, and the more you are revealed to yourself. Interesting. Also, I'm not saying that they can't, but lawful neutral is a very unusual alignment for the Society of Sensation. Alright, so you're at level 7. 100% resistance to fire, 50% to cold, 100 to electricity, 35% to magic, 50% to magic fire and magic cold. I'm surprised that there's a distinction in the game. Her weapon proficiencies are solely with her fist. And she's 2 extra first, 2 extra second level spells. Alright, what does she have memorized? Blessing? Why not just call it Bless? Cure light wounds. Protection from evil. She can also... Halo of Lesser Revelation. Lines of priests enemies with a halo of light, making them easier to see and hit. Oh, it's fairy fire. When cast, the player characters select any target point within range to center the spell on. detect evil, curse. Cure moderate wounds. Spiritual hammer. Aid. Also have... That's about it. Alright, well... Spiritual hammer will probably be her mainstay then if she doesn't have any skill with anything other than fists. Speak with dead. Call lightning. Call lightning shouldn't work around here. Flame walk. Prayer. Remove curse. And cure serious wounds. Oh, other spells? Wow. Can only get up to level 6 spells. I guess the game doesn't, game has a... Oh no, that's gotta be because of her wisdom. Alright. Well, wait. He doesn't have an 18 intelligence, does he? Yeah, his intelligence is only 13. He shouldn't be able to get up to level 9 spells. Weird. Alright, well, I'm not sure that there's anything else that we can do in here. That was not what I meant to hit. Although, maybe now that we have Fall from Grace in our party, we can use that 10th thing. I like her running around with wings.
All right.
Nope.
Yes?
I'm gone.
How may I help? Very well.
Alright, so I can't have other people do stuff like that. Alright.
I'm gone.
Alright, where is the caretaker? There he is. Let's see if he says something now that Fall from Grace is in the party. Greetings, sir. The man turns to Fall from Grace. And greetings, Mistress Grace. Rest assured I'll keep the lady's sensory stones in order while you're away. The man turns back to you. If you'll excuse me, I've several things to tend to. Farewell, sir. Okay. Alright, let's see. Where's the formation option? Also, I would like to change her AI. Favorite spell, Cure Light Wounds. Yeah, kinda. Nope, alright. I don't think there is a way to change the AI. Yeah, it's just turn it on or off. So I am completely missing something. Well, alright. No formation. I wonder what that would do. Alright, what would be a good formation, if anything? If I could reposition where I was in that, I wouldn't mind it quite so much. Although I suppose I can put someone else... Yeah. Can't do that with anyone else. But let's get... You guys are warriors, so we'll get you up front at least. Oh well. The T formation is okay for now. Alright, well, let's go ahead and leave. Oh, wait.
All right.
With Fall from Grace, let's see if Lewis says anything different. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Alright. Oh well. Alright, well, let's head to the Civic Fest Hall. That seems to be the next, goal. Ah, dang it, it's nighttime.
Done.
Alright, well, let's talk to you, Eli Havelock. This narrow-eyed, sharp-faced man is scanning his surroundings with a look of vague disinterest, pausing occasionally to look down and pick at his fingernails. Despite being clothed in silk and velvet finery, he manages to look unsavory and more than a little dangerous. Greetings! The man looks your way. His eyes are dark slits, like narrow stab wounds beneath his brow. His voice is low and gruff, despite his slender build. Pike off! Not yet. I had some questions. You think I wander the ward looking for strangers to spill dark for? Now pike off! Why are you here, then? To be surly to passers-by? He stands quietly for a moment, then breaks a crooked smile. That's good, that. He considers you for a moment. I'm a tutor at the Civic Fest Hall. Name's Havelock. Eli Havelock. As a veteran scout, I teach the art of subterfuge. You mean thievery. His lip curls up in a disgusted sneer. Thieves and thievery. It always is. 5 tours I spent as a reconnaissance operative in the War of Lies. Scout is my title. Scout. I teach the ways of stealth and spycraft, not common thievery. I see, farewell. Alright, so that's just someone who could teach us, which I don't really care for. Old poet. This kindly-looking old man spares you only the briefest glances before returning to his recitation. Heckle the poet. No, we won't do that.
Ah, the sweet smell of sensates and governors.
If you say so. Alright, so I believe that's the Civic Fest Hall. So that's something that we could go into. Yeah, let's go in here first. The place, this looks like a place where drinks might be served. It's Lady Diligence, that's right. Drunken mage, Namel. Let's talk to this Namel first. This tall, slender woman, sipping wine from a small ceramic cup, appears to be looking for someone. Her facial features are elegantly exotic, and the woman's ears, though partially covered by her long hair, can be seen to come to sharp points. Ah, an elf. Greetings! The woman turns to face you, violet eyes flashing like flawless chips of amethyst. Her speech is as music. You can hear... Well, I guess she could be Eladrin. You can hear a faint musical tinkling, 100 tiny crystal bells as she speaks. Each word lingers in your ears, as if they were unwilling to relinquish the exotic sound. Namel turned to face the scarred, dour stranger. She asked what he wished for. Wow. Ha! Anna sneers at Mort. Stop your drooling, you leering skull. My, what a hot-blooded little chit. Starved for attention. I could drool over you, too, if you're just jealous. Mort starts floating towards Anna, making wet, slavering noises. Get a hair's breadth closer, Skull, and I'll see to it that none of your chattering teeth lies within 100 paces of another. Mort stops abruptly, turning away while muttering unintelligibly. Are you Namel? I was told to... You know the command word for this decanter. Oh, hey! The woman makes no move to touch or examine the decanter, but only speaks. Namel took it from the stranger, turning it in her hands. Had she seen its like before, she thought? Perhaps. Yes, she remembered now. She returned the decanter, whispering into his ear as she did so.
Updated my journal.
Lost item, gained item. You realize you now know the word. You know the word now. Nildenosage. Nildenosage. Though you're certain the woman never whispered to you, but merely said she did. She blinks at you. Would the stranger leave her now, satisfied with what he had told him? What she had told him? Not just yet. Are you looking for someone? Where could she be, Namel wondered. Her companion Aelwyn was supposed to have met her here days ago. The woman sighs miserably. The air around her grows chill with her sadness. How long must she search this vast foreign city before she finds her dearest friend? I could help you find your friend. What does she look like? Mel clasps her hands together and bows her head to you. She would be so pleased to hear news of her friend. She told the kind stranger what Aelwyn looked like so that he would know her should he come across her. An image forms in your mind, a woman who resembles Namel, but with golden eyes and a hair of fiery crimson. I'll return if I find her. Aelwyn.
Updated my journal.
Call if I've, met someone by that name. I haven't found her. I had some questions. Namel listened to the stranger's questions, but could answer none. He would have to seek his answers elsewhere. But I haven't even asked. Namel smiles at you, slowly shaking her head, her face reflected in her shimmering eyes. Frustrated, confused, he at last gave up. It was clear this woman possessed no more knowledge that was of use to him. Or if she did, she could not be persuaded to share it. What? No, just let me ask you something. You open your mouth, but no words come out. Try as you might, you cannot question her. Namel shakes her head sadly. Farewell, then. A small dwelling.
I'm gone.
There is a harlot here. Alright, let's quick save.
Ready. Why not?
Nothing there. Nothing there. Well, that's unfortunate.
Done.
Oh, what's in here?
All right.
Boot shiner. The young man smiles as you enter his tent, gesturing for you to sit down. Clean and wax your boots, sir. Wondrous shine for only 2 copper commons. No thanks. Farewell. And a farewell to you, sir. Please return should you need your boots shined. Okay.
I'm here. Why not?
Nothing. And nothing. Well, let's see. Nope.
Done.
This tunnel slopes sharply beneath the surface of the city. Let's go in here. At least it'll be bright. Advocate's house.
Done.
What are these ladders for? Are those supposed to be bookshelves? I guess they are supposed to be bookshelves. This is a beautiful silver mirror. This is a solid crystal tank with several fish frozen inside. That seems almost cruel. Hello? This man is dressed in soft blue robes covered with intricate designs. Despite their opulence, however, the robes look wrinkled and worn. You place the man's age somewhere between middle age and early 60s. The worry lines make an exact determination difficult. As you enter, the man turns slowly towards you. As he does, you are suddenly struck with the terrible sense that you know this man, or did at one time. Greetings. The man squints at you as if trying to place you. Yes, is there something that I can help you with? Who are you?
Updated my journal.
I am Yannis. He studies you and frowns. Were you looking for me? I don't know. What is this place? I am an advocate. These are my offices. Yannis's voice takes on an irritated edge. Do you seek counsel? If not, perhaps you had best test your curiosity elsewhere. An advocate? What's that?
Updated my journal.
Mort breaks in with a whisper. He's saying he's a lawyer. Counselor. One of those Burks who rattle their bone boxes at the courts. Yannis's frown deepens. An advocate provides counsel, helps others navigate the labyrinths of Sigil's legal system, arranges legacies for citizens to ensure that their property is divided as they choose upon death, defends those in Sigil's courts who have been wrongly accused. He pauses. Did you need help in any of those areas? Legacies? They are contracts that are deliverable at the death of a client. They provide specifics on how a person's possessions are to be divided upon the event of their demise. I have also heard them called wills. Are they anything like dustman contracts? Oh my no. The dustman contracts, while they are deliverable at the time of the client's death, bequeath the client's body to the dustman. Not a pleasant business at all. But some who are poor of means find the dustman contracts to be a means of support. How would one go about invalidating a dustman contract? Didn't we already do that?
Updated my journal.
He frowns slightly. One that is already signed? Little or nothing can be done once the signature is in place. The dustman contract is quite specific on the destination of the corpse after death. Without the destruction of the contract, there is really nothing that could be done. I see. Do I owe you anything for this information? I'm not the sort to charge others for giving them aid of this sort. He smiles slightly. I'm an advocate, not a rug merchant, and greed is not permitted to step into my office. Thank you, I'm grateful. Perhaps there's something else you can help me with. Very well, what is it I can help you with? Have we met before? The man studies you for a long moment, frowning in thought. The wrinkles on his face become more pronounced as he does so, and you are again struck by the toll that age seems to have placed on him. No, yet you seem familiar. Yet... He continues to study your features and shakes his head. I will concede that there is something familiar about you, sir, but I apologize for any insult my failing memory may be giving you at this moment. I've been preoccupied for some time now. Have we met before? I think so. I can't really remember myself. Frustrating for us both, it would seem. Never mind. Perhaps you can help me with something else. Are you alright? You must excuse me. As of late, I've been beset by troubles. I'm afraid it has been rather trying time these past few years. Anything I could help with? No, there is little that can be done. He nods at you. Nevertheless, I appreciate your offer. Thank you. Perhaps talking about your troubles will help ease your mind. Yannis sighs. I do not wish to burden you. I lost my daughter not long ago. It was also the fire, but this is another matter. Tell me about your daughter. Instantly, Yannis seems to collapse into himself. Yes, his business-like facade drains from his face, to be replaced with cold despair. My daughter, Deonara, passed away some time ago. This seems a little bit risky, but I saw a woman by that name interred in the Mortuary Memorial Hall. She had become a ghost and claimed she knew me. What? Yannis looks flustered. What did you just say? Her spirit now resides in the Memorial Hall. I spoke with her for a time, and she seems to be in distress. You spoke to her? Yannis seems to have become more confused by the moment. What distresses her? Me, apparently. She said that she had loved me and that I had loved her, and that I had forsaken her. I see, perhaps... Yannis frowns and studies you. His face has become like stone. Are you the one she left Sigil with? The one who led her on the journey that killed her? I'm not certain. I think I may be that man, but I have forgotten much. You! Yannis looks you up and down. You are the one, and you say you have forgotten? Yannis draws himself up. He looks like he is squaring himself for a battle. You have forgotten. But the incident was not so long ago. How can this be? I have a strange condition. I lose myself for a time. Anything you can tell me about myself or your daughter would be invaluable. Countless liars have I known in my tenure in the city. Yannis studies you intently. You do not strike me as one of them, at least on this matter. He sighs. If you truly do not remember, then whatever befell you and my daughter on your journey must have left deep scars. Hello? You know, take a look at me. I am inclined to agree. Then I ask your word on this. If your memory returns and you discover what happened to my daughter, return to me so that my mind may at last be at rest on this matter. I will do that. Very well then. Now leave. I wish to be alone with my thoughts. Ah, poop. You see Yannis. He turns to you as you enter and fixes you with a tired gaze. There are dark sacs beneath his eyes, and he looks as if he has not been sleeping. Greetings. You again. Yannis frowns slightly as he stares at you. What is it you want this time? I had some questions for you. Can you tell me about the fire? There's nothing much to say about the matter. It was a strange, localized fire. I cannot imagine what would have been precious in the documents that were burned, but someone must have wanted them destroyed. Can you tell me what was burned? A number of old legacies were burned, and some mementos and other keepsakes of value only to me. Legacies? They are contracts that are deliverable at the death of the client. They provide specifics on how a person's possessions are to be divided upon the event of their demise. Oh, that's the same thing. Okay. Can you tell me about your daughter? Deonara, she was young. She had recently joined the Society of Sensation, the Sensates. Not an unpleasant faction, but she had also met someone there. She followed him on a journey there, and there she died. Her bod... He looks pained. I was not even able to recover her body. Let's see. You say she was a sensate?
Updated my journal.
Yes. He becomes slightly more animated, as if warming himself on a precious memory. She had joined them because of her gift, and the fact that there was so much about the multiverse that she wanted to experience. The sensates lend themselves readily to the sharing of experiences and sensation. Gift?
Updated my journal.
Oh, yes. Yannis nods. My daughter had the blood of an oracle running in her veins, but it was an unreliable talent. At times, she could predict events before they took place. She had sight. She could see through time itself. She could see time itself? Here's Lala. Sift through the threads of fate. You say she was a sensate? Oh, that's the same thing. Let's go back to gift. Do you know where she went on this journey? She never said. I am not certain she was capable of saying where they had gone. It must have been a terrible place. How did she die? I do not know. Her body was never recovered. Yannis' face turns blood red and his hands clench into fists. And that is perhaps the most maddening part of this misery. I will never know what possessed her to run off like that, what happened to her, nor where her body lies now. Forgive me for asking, but how do you know she's dead if you never saw her body? It is most curious. I went to the dustmen to see if they had found her body, and they directed me to one of their faction outside the dustman monument. A dustman named Death of Names, I believe. He is said to be an oracle of sorts concerning those who have died. He told me my daughter had died. Let's go back to the fire. Any luck in locating the person responsible? No, neither the Harmonium nor the Mercy Killers have had any fortune in locating the person responsible. Alright, I think that's about all we can talk to him about. I mourn your loss. I will take my leave. Farewell. Alright, well, that's some information. Is there anything else to look at in here? Doesn't appear so. Alright, well, when we come back, we will leave this place and continue to explore the Clerk's Ward. See you next time, everyone.